Most men fail at love for one simple reason. They either hide their interest or they push it too hard, and both destroy attraction. Some men never show what they feel. They wait, they analyze, they hope she notices. Others do the opposite. They overinvest, overtext, over-explain. They try to convince a woman to feel something. Neither works, because love does not respond to silence, and it does not respond to pressure. In this video, we're going to talk about how to make a woman fall in love with you, not with tricks, not with manipulation, but through clear, repeatable actions you can actually apply. This is not a motivational video, and it's not vague philosophy. This is a how-to, but it's a how-to grounded in Stoic thinking, which means one thing: you act deliberately, but you don't lose yourself in the outcome. A Stoic man does not sit back and wait for fate, and he does not chase emotions blindly. He leads, he engages, he builds attraction over time, and he stays emotionally sovereign while doing it. If you've ever asked, how do I show interest without turning her off? How do I build attraction without chasing? How do I stay confident when I don't know where I stand? This video is for you. Because love doesn't happen in a moment. It happens through a sequence of interactions. What you say, how you show up, how you lead, how you respond when things aren't clear. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." That's exactly what we're doing here. No pretending, no performing, no waiting to be chosen, just clear action taken calmly, consistently, and without self-betrayal. If you apply what you're about to hear, you won't just be more attractive, you'll become a man women feel safe and curious falling in love with. So, let's begin with the first action: how to show interest in a way that builds attraction instead of killing it. Action number 1: showing interest the right way. So the first action you need to master is how you show interest, not by hiding it, not by dumping it. Most men think interest is something you either confess or suppress. Both kill attraction. Interest should be shown through behavior, not emotional overload. Here's how to do it. When you like a woman, you stay engaged. You talk with warmth. You ask real questions. You listen fully, without rushing, without checking your phone. If the interaction feels good, you name the moment, briefly. You say, "I enjoy talking to you. This feels easy." Then you continue the conversation normally. You don't pause to check her reaction. You don't wait for reassurance. Because attraction grows when interest feels grounded, not when it feels like a test. A Stoic man understands this. Interest is not a request, it's direction. You're not asking her to like you back. You're letting her experience what it feels like to be chosen calmly. Then you move things forward. You suggest a next step: a coffee, a walk, a shared activity. Not dramatically, not repeatedly, just once, clearly. If she says yes, you proceed. If she hesitates, you stay steady. You don't push, you don't withdraw. You remain present and composed. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Showing interest is not a sentence, it's a pattern of calm, consistent action. And when done right, it doesn't pressure her, it creates the conditions for attraction to grow. Action number 2: build attraction through consistency. Interest may start attraction, but it doesn't sustain it. What keeps attraction alive is how you show up after that first moment. Once you've shown interest the right way, attraction doesn't grow from intensity, it grows from consistency. Most men misunderstand this. They think consistency means texting all day, or always being available, or constantly keeping the spark alive. That's not consistency, that's anxiety. Real consistency is about how you show up over time. You stay present in her life without overwhelming it. You don't disappear to create mystery, and you don't flood her with attention to feel secure. You let interactions happen at a steady, natural pace. Conversations continue instead of restarting from zero. Invitations feel intentional, not impulsive. Your presence feels calm, never rushed, never needy. Over time, something important happens. She starts to relax around you. She knows what to expect from you. She trusts your rhythm. She feels emotionally safe. And emotional safety is not boring, it's magnetic. A Stoic man understands this instinctually. He doesn't try to manufacture attraction, he allows it to accumulate. He keeps his word. If he says he'll call, he calls. If he suggests meeting, he follows through. At the same time, he doesn't abandon his own life. His purpose stays intact, his routines stay grounded. He doesn't orbit her, she steps into his world. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Consistency is exactly that, doing what you say, saying only what you mean. And when a woman experiences that kind of steadiness, attraction doesn't spike, it settles. And what settles has the space to grow deeper. Consistency creates safety, and once safety is there, connection can deepen.
Action number 3, deepen connection without creating pressure. Once attraction is stable, the next action is depth, not emotional intensity, not forced vulnerability. Depth forms when a woman feels she can be herself without being managed. Here's how you do that. You stop trying to impress and start being fully present. You slow the pace of conversation. You allow moments of silence without rushing to fill them. When she speaks, you don't interrupt. You don't reframe her story. You don't turn it back to yourself immediately. You listen, and then you respond calmly. You ask questions that invite reflection, not performance. You say things like, "What do you enjoy most about your life right now? What's something that changed the way you see people?" And when she opens up, you don't rush to fix, advise, or validate. You stay steady. That steadiness tells her, "I can relax here. I don't need to impress him. I feel safe being honest." At the same time, you share selectively. You speak about your life plainly, your direction, your values, your challenges. No drama, no self-pity, no emotional dumping. A Stoic man doesn't use vulnerability to gain closeness. He uses truth to build trust. Epictetus said, "Speak only if it improves upon the silence." Depth grows exactly that way, not through more words, but through better presence. And here's the key. You don't try to create emotional connection. You allow it. You let attraction breathe. You let tension exist. You let closeness emerge naturally. Because when intimacy is rushed, it feels unsafe. But when it's allowed, it feels inevitable. And this is where many men lose their ground, when uncertainty appears, when interest fluctuates, when she pulls back slightly. What you do in that moment decides everything.
Action number 4, willingness to walk away. This is where attraction is truly tested. Not when she's excited, not when everything flows, but when her interest becomes uncertain. Here's exactly how to act in that moment. When you feel hesitation, mixed signals, or inconsistency, you don't rush to clarify emotions. You don't ask if she's still interested. You don't explain your intentions again. You don't try to convince her of your value. Instead, you change your behavior. You step back. You stop initiating contact. You stop suggesting plans. You stop emotionally leaning forward. This is not punishment. This is not strategy. It's alignment. You allow space to appear naturally. And if you interact with her in person, you remain calm, respectful, and composed. You're friendly, but not flirtatious. Present, but not invested. Open, but no longer pursuing. That is what walking away actually looks like. Not disappearing in anger, not cutting her off dramatically, but removing yourself from a dynamic where desire is not clearly returned. A Stoic man understands this deeply. Attraction cannot be argued into existence. Interest cannot be negotiated. So he doesn't chase hesitation. He doesn't linger where he is only partially wanted. He leaves without resentment, without speeches, without emotional debt. And here's the truth most men don't want to face. If attraction is real, space will reveal it. If it isn't, walking away protects your dignity. Epictetus put it simply, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. Walking away is not about control, it's about freedom from need. And paradoxically, that freedom is what keeps attraction alive, or brings clarity when it's time to move on. Conclusion: the Stoic path to love. So here's the truth. You don't make a woman fall in love by chasing emotion or trying to control outcomes. You do it through how you act, step by step. You show interest early, calmly, clearly, once. You build attraction through consistency, not intensity. You deepen connection by being present, not performative. And when interest is no longer mutual, you walk away with dignity. That is the Stoic path to love. Not manipulation, not persuasion, not pressure. Just grounded action repeated over time. A Stoic man doesn't ask for attraction. He creates the conditions where attraction can exist. He is steady, he is clear, he is willing to lose what is not aligned. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." In love, that strength shows up as composure, as patience, as the ability to let go without bitterness. And here's the paradox. When you stop trying to get love, you become someone worth choosing. Because desire responds to freedom, not need, to clarity, not confusion, to presence, not pressure. So don't ask how to make her fall in love by force. Ask this instead: how can I act in a way that respects both her choice and my self-worth? That answer will never lead you wrong. Thank you for watching Stoic Wisdom today. And let me ask you this: do you believe attraction is something you create or something that responds to who you become? Drop your thoughts below. If this way of thinking resonates with you, subscribe to us for grounded insights on attraction, strength, and self-mastery. Until next time, stay grounded, stay calm, stay stoic.